Hi everybody, Ricky here from Behind the Bars TV. Hope everyone is fit and well. It's been a while since I've done a car video. Sometimes when I haven't got time to do videos, the only time is when I'm driving. I've got about a 15-minute drive, so I thought why not do a quick video, and it's a bit of motivation talk. And this video is going to be called Don't Go Through Life Unhappy. You see so many people these days complaining about their lives, saying how unhappy they are, and the majority of the time it's all self-inflicted, or sometimes it's not, and sometimes it's out of your control, and sometimes it's what's going on in your life, family members, friends. There's any amount of things why people become unhappy. But my motivation talk is to try and get you out of that mindset and let you know that you can be happy and don't go through life being unhappy. If something is in your life that is making you unhappy, then get rid of it. If you're unhappy because of circumstances that you're in, or you're unhappy because you've got no money, then do something about it. There's any amount of ways you can make money. And I know some people will be sitting at home with mental health problems and they can't get a job, but you can make money from home. You can make money on social media. You can make money on YouTube channels. There's IT that people can do. You can do online courses, then get yourself a job. Don't go through life unhappy because you've got no money. You can make money, you've just got to get up off your arse and go and make it. Don't make excuses saying you can't do it because you can't do this, you've got this problem, you've got that. Sometimes the problem is in your head, and once you get out there and start making money or earning a living or doing something positive with yourself, then you'll realise all along it's just been your own mindset holding you back. Before I went to prison when I was younger, I didn't really have any goals or ambitions in life, and I was going through life, how can I describe it? I was just going through life in my own little bubble, not bothered about anything, didn't have any, like I say, ambitions, didn't have any goals. And when you're in that mindset and you've got no goals and ambitions and no lifelong goals, or the only goal you've got is getting into trouble, going to prison, and then you're going through life unhappy. I was unhappy deep down. I was unhappy. I was going through life, ended up in prison, changed my mindset, came out, then I was living a happy life again, got married, had kids, but then things out of my control started happening in my life. Experiencing deaths in the family, I found my best friend hanging who'd committed suicide, and then, like it would do with anybody, my life, I started becoming unhappy again. I was negative thoughts, negative mindset, and even though I had all these good things going on around us that I'd built up in my life, I'd become unhappy because I'd witnessed or found my best friend hanging. And that would make anybody unhappy. But again, going through life, if you don't deal with your unhappiness and you're just continuously unhappy all the time, which sometimes it's hard to get out of, and it was going on and off for years for me, being unhappy, and it was all to do with the suicides that I'd experienced in my life. And again, if you're going through life unhappy, like I was, like that, negative mindset creeping back in, doing daft things like you shouldn't be doing, what happens? I ended up back in prison. But again, when I went to prison, I sorted myself out, I changed my mindset, I actually dealt with me problems, the problems that I had in my life that was happening, that was no fault of my own, but I couldn't control this, like when things were happening outside of or in the family that I had no control over, like suicides and deaths. And then you become unhappy. And like I say, when I went back into prison, I actually dealt with all my issues and I come out happy again. And prison worked for me that time, like it did the first time. But my advice is to you, if you're sitting there with your own problems, because each and every one of us have got problems. Everybody has got problems, but it's how you deal with them problems and how you get on with your life. If you want a better life for yourself, you will get it. You've just got to want it, and you've got to have the capacity behind you to go out there and get it. The capacity in your mindset, the capacity in your mental state. You've got to want it. You've got to have that higher expectations of yourself in your life to be able to go out there and get it. Don't just sit there unhappy in a relationship. You might be going through life, because I know loads of people in relationships that are going through life unhappy, and I look at them sometimes and I think to myself, like, why go through your life unhappy with someone? If someone's making you upset or making you unhappy, and you're in this relationship and you're not getting anything out of it apart from negative trauma, just headaches, and it's not good for any of the relationship, then I think to myself, like, I couldn't do that, mate. If you're not happy in a relationship, then get out of it. It's probably making the pair of you unhappy. So two of you, go your separate ways and try and find happiness. You get one life. You're going through this life. Why be unhappy all the way until your death? You get on your deathbed, you look back on your life and you think, what have I actually achieved? What have I done? Who wants to get that far, that stage in your life, and not have anything and be unhappy? So even though I've said unhappy about 100 times in this video, change that unhappy and make yourself happy. Every single one of you have got the capacity to make yourself happy. So go out there and do it before that unhappiness becomes too much of a problem and it causes problems where you're going to end up in prison, because that's what the majority of people in prison landed up there, because they were unhappy. They were taking drugs, drinking to mask it. Then whilst they're intoxicated off their heads, they do stupid things that they wouldn't normally do, and they land themselves in prison. They're not bad people, they've just had bad experiences, and they need to deal with these problems before it becomes too much of a problem and you end up in a big, massive problem that's hard to get out of. Create that better mindset for yourself, create that better life. Because if you've got kids as well, your kids, if you're unhappy, you're going to make your kids unhappy. And who wants to deal with that sort of thing on the conscious, and thinking that your kids know you're unhappy, you can't be happy around them? There's your reason there, what I've just mentioned, your kids. If you've got kids and you're unhappy and you're going through life because of whatever experiences or whatever is affecting your life, your kids should be the main reason that you're happy. My kids make me happy all the time, even though they give us a headache when they're mischievous and misbehaving. I love them to bits. My kids make me so happy. My kids are the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing today. And I don't mean just today, I mean in general, in my life. Everything that I'm achieving and doing now in my life, it's all for my kids, to provide a better future for them, because I want them to be happy. I want them to have the best childhood and best life possible. I actually made them unhappy when I went back to prison, but that was the reason why I changed my mindset, because I had to deal with that. I had to deal with the reason of me being in prison and me causing my children to be unhappy because of what I'd done. And that was the biggest reason why I changed my mindset. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for your kids. But I'll leave that one there for now, people. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'll be uploading some prison content later on. But enjoy the rest of your day, stay safe and be happy.